Hello semua viewers, how are you today? Welcome to this channel again. Well, I'm going to explain about the use of present tense and present continuous tense now. Okay, how to use the tenses in the sentence or in a short story. Now please listen to me carefully. Mr. Johnson is a film director. At the moment, he is on a plane over the Pacific. He is going to Hollywood. There is a glass of champagne in his hand and a pretty young girl in front of him. Okay, let's learn sentence by sentence about present tense and present continuous tense. The first sentence is, Mr. Johnson is a film director. Ini present tense yang menyatakan pekerjaan Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson adalah seorang sutradara film. Mr. Johnson is a film director. At the moment, he is on a plane over the Pacific. Nah, ini juga disebut dengan present tense, menyatakan keberadaan Mr. Johnson sekarang ini. Mr. Johnson saat ini sedang berada di pesawat yang melintasi Samudra Pasifik. He is going to Hollywood. Dia sedang pergi menuju Hollywood. He is going to Hollywood. There is a glass of champagne in his hand. Oke, kita ulang tadi yang he is going to Hollywood tadi merupakan present continuous tense, yaitu yang menyatakan pekerjaan atau aktivitas yang sedang berlangsung sekarang ini. There is a glass of champagne in his hand. Ya, ini juga menyatakan sekarang ini. There is a glass of champagne. Ada sebuah atau ada secangkir champagne. There is a glass. There is a glass of champagne. Ada segelas champagne in his hand. Ada segelas champagne di tangannya. And a pretty young girl in front of him. Dan seorang gadis cantik di depannya. Oke. Lalu kita akan kembangkan cerita ini menjadi sebuah tanya jawab, question and answer, or reproducing the conversation. Okay, before that, I want to repeat the story. Please listen again carefully. Mr. Johnson is a film director. At the moment, he is on a plane over the Pacific. He is going to Hollywood. There is a glass of champagne in his hand and a pretty young girl in front of him. So, I want to ask you some questions about Mr. Johnson. Okay, answer my question, please. Question number 1. Is Mr. Johnson an actor? Question number 2. Is Mr. Johnson a film director? 3. Is he directing a film now? Is he directing a film now? What is he doing now? What is he doing now? The next question. Does Mr. Johnson direct films? Does Mr. Johnson direct films? What does he do? What does he do? Then, is there a cup of coffee in his hand? Is there a glass of coffee in his hand? What is there in his hand? What is there in his hand? Then, is there a pretty young girl behind him? Is there a pretty young girl behind him? The next question. Where is the pretty young girl? Where is the pretty young girl? Okay. You should be able to ask some questions about Mr. Johnson to your partner. So in this case, you should have partners to practice your English every day. Okay, I want to direct you how to ask questions. Please ask question to your partner if you have partner behind you. The first direction is ask your partner where Mr. Johnson is. Then ask your partner what Mr. Johnson's job. Ask again what Mr. Johnson is doing now. Ask again if Mr. Johnson is going to London. Ask again where Mr. Johnson is going. Ask again what there is in his hand. Ask your partner again where the pretty young girl is. Okay, you should practice and you make a dialogue or question and answer to your partner. Well, it's simple and easy, right? Okay, if you like this video, you should subscribe, share and give comment. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.